Why, hello, friends and enemies. That timer was way faster than I thought it was. Friends or enemies? True. How do I get this to stop flashing? E-kill? Huh? Hi, Nigel. Hope everyone's having a lovely Thursday. I wanted to test out a timer, and now I don't know how to exit it. How do I exit Vim? I want to kill it, but I can't find it. What is this timer even called? Alright, we're just gonna have some flashing zeros for a second. That P clock? I don't know. Can't even remember. I just wanted to try one. You're here, but you don't want to be killed? It's T clock, of course. It's T clock. Control C, it doesn't work. It blocks signals. Where's my T clock? There it is. Sig? Kill? Cool. And we're so back. We're so back. You don't have enough for a keyboard? Well, maybe you should be saving your points and using them sparingly. During the speed run, there were 2 bees 5 inches away from you. Crazy. Today we are... Nice sweater, thank you. It's getting cold. It's getting a little chilly in the basement down here. I used to never have this. But, well, probably because I never really experienced winter. But I get like the dry hands cracking now. I guess I should just be like moisturizing them. I don't know. This never happened to me before. We're doing the C speedrun. We're doing the C speedrun. I think it'll go better than last time. Famous last words. But I don't know. I'm trying to think if I've ever... This is popcorn, yeah. I'm trying to think if I've ever done any sort of socket stuff in C. And I don't think I have. But I also don't think it's that complicated. I think I'll be fine. And then I want to basically do another like overhaul of all the clients. It's really easy. Easy for you, Lillian. We'll see. We'll see how easy it is. And then I want to do a bit of an update on the old clients. Because basically Franz and enemies and secret third things. Oh, thanks for the sub, Kathy. 4 months is crazy. 4 months is crazy, Kathy. Holy Jesus. 4th month, rather. And meow. Meow. Sorry for not being on. That's okay. You don't have to be here every time. Your entire life is blown up. Oh my god. Are you okay? For C code, will I be using select, epoll, or threads? I'll probably do... Well, I probably have to do both. I'll probably do threads and epoll. You're surprised your throughput of PubSub that's actually an MQ sucks so much? Honestly, Lillian, this is the one thing I'm like confident I'm super knowledgeable on. If you want some little PubSub advice, I'll pub on your sub. You're barely holding on. I'm sorry, Kathy. Parents found out about HRT. I'm so sorry. That really sucks. All I can really say is Sometimes sometimes your found family is your family. Your chosen family can be your family, and that's okay. I'm really sorry. That's a terrible situation to be in. I hope you can figure it out. Don't worry about you. I'm just worrying about people for fun. It should be possible without threads. I have heard. I have heard. We'll see. I do kind of want to. I do kind of want to pee on my thread a little. Do a little pee thread action. Thread peeing action. What up, tired beaver? How you been? Ugh, it's a nice little. What's popping in the noodle hood? What's the noodle hood? Is it because I'm noodly here again? Hold on. Hold on, let's scrunch it up a little. It's nice, nice little Thursday fall weather. Is my hair always wet? Yes, yes. It takes like 10 hours to dry. They only found the used ingredients, so the real deal is still with you. Good. Good, good, good. Be careful. Please be careful. Wow, Holly with the prime. Thank you. I missed the stretched. I missed 26. Oh, I missed adding a stretch. All right, Lunas, thanks. After you're done with all that, you'll be able to smuggle shit through TSA. How much do I spend daily? Like if we don't include rent? All right, hold on. There's too many things happening at once. Too many things happening at once. Why is the train broken? How did I what? Hold on, I can't see anything. Everyone slow down. Everyone slow down. This is too fast for me. Here we go. Train is back. Hair is scrunched up. Kathy, you're locked in on the programming. That's how I deal with shit too. I'm not even gonna lie. Do I have alias Vim equals nvim? No. No, I don't. I just use Vim for that one because it has less stuff. I deal with shit like that too. Not even gonna lie. I program the most when I probably shouldn't be. Actually, are you doing okay? You seem to be working on Franz a lot. Shut the fuck up. It's fine. I don't know. Honestly, no. Franz has been a little different. I think I'm not gonna lie. I've reinvigorated my little programming spark. So that's kind of the goal. The stated goal of the stream is to unburn out myself, and I think I've genuinely gotten it. Um, you push the PR for Neovide. That's awesome. Colored cursor. We love us some colored cursors. There definitely is a lacking colored cursor in the world. Really? I'm just yapping. How much money do I spend per day? I don't know. I guess it varies. On like an average day, if we're not talking about like blowing a stupid amount of money on the weekend or like on rent, I don't know, like $10, 5, $10. I'd guess $10. I'd go with $10 on a good day. 10, 15. Oh, why does that number keep going up? That number keeps going up. Progress is really low lately. It happens. It's winter. It's winter. Um, Lunas, we've changed how command timeouts work. Actually, let me do that PR before I do anything else. Someone did push a spam prevention PR, and there's a big update to it as well. Ban Kathy's parents. Oh my god. It's hold on. Everyone slow down. Everyone slow down with the commands. Let me merge the PR. We do have a new PR that's supposedly fixing a lot of the spam prevention and being a little more clear on what's going on. So let me do that first. And then we'll yap, and then we'll run with speed. But first comes the PR. PR is this partial command error spam handling. I got the ominous no backdoors I promise, so I actually looked through the fucking 5 files changed. And it seems fine. So squash and march. All right, new bot will be deployed in a second. I actually looked. Yeah, seems fine. Shut up. I don't know. What would backdoors even be able to do? Like leak my Twitch dev keys from my mostly prank account? Did hack my mostly prank account? You have not touched the proc macros yet? That's totally okay. That's totally okay. Honestly, no worries. Take your time. I totally get the like programming is just such a good way of just not thinking about anything else. It just nothing works better. Even like fucking drugs don't hit like programming. You just start thinking about a problem, everything else just goes away. Probably to a dangerous degree. I don't know. So true. Yeah. I think all the nerds got that one. It's just so easy to obsess over some random problem. And then 6 months later you make FRNS. So FRNS works now. FRNS is stable. FRNS never breaks. It's no longer in their process. But it now has a shit ton of features. It is now almost, aside from the most important features, has feature parity with Kafka. So we got the Franz Kafka going. And this includes things like consumer groups. And like consumer groups is basically like, all right, a shit ton of features. You mean like Kafka? Yeah. It has consumer groups now. That's the big change. Aside from the fact that it actually works, that's probably the biggest change. But outside of that, we have consumer groups, which basically means like if you want it to work as a message queue, you can register consumers to the same consumer group, and they'll split the messages in between each other. Or it can work as a pub sub, and you can register to 2 different consumer groups, and they won't share messages. They'll just each get a copy of the data. Copy here is used very liberally because 0 copy. This is a 0 copy pub sub on disk message queue. And now here's the kicker. Way fucking faster than Kafka. Way faster. Like by a factor of 10. We're a magnitude faster than Kafka. Absolutely fucking mogged on. Absolutely wrecked. Franz looking so good. It's stable. It has one tiny little bug. And some may say, it's not so much of a bug as an implementation detail. We do skip messages at very specific points. Namely, if you're waiting on a message and then the server goes down, it's going to assume that you read that message and it'll skip it if it ever comes in. But it's not a bug. Like, I don't know how to explain this. It's not a bug. Basically, just don't shut down the server ever. You know? But it's not a bug. Mostly pasta. I think, did we stop mostly pasta? Could have sequence numbers. That's just actually remaking Kafka. I'm not gonna do that. There's ways around it. There's ways around it. So what's the bug? There is no bug. There is no bug. It's an look. The point of Franz is not to be a one-to-one copy of Kafka. If you want Kafka, you can use Kafka. Kafka will give you in-order messages replicated across thousands of servers. It'll do it at a reasonable speed. You'll never debug the error messages, but it doesn't matter. That's what Kafka is for. You get guaranteed in-order messages replicated. Boom, bada bing, bada boom. Great. Franz. Well, Franz gives you speed. Franz is saying you will get almost all of the messages at a blindingly fast rate. Franz is not Kafka. Did you purposely put a Z in front of Kafka there? Are we pushing Z? Or we could have duplicated messages sometimes. So that's the other option is it better to skip a message or to duplicate messages? Honestly, I don't know. I kind of just went with, well, for our use case, it's probably better to skip a message. Kafka.pushz. Kafka's pushing Z. News not Unix. I love news not Unix. Is the bot alive? Someone ping the bot. Ping. Bot's struggling. Bot is no longer struggling. I was meaning to set up a blazingly fast pub sub that sometimes skips messages. Franz has my vote. The bot doesn't like me. It happens sometimes. Look, I mean, I can do message duplication too. Like, that's also fine. It just has to be one or the other. And frankly, skipping messages is easier because it means I don't have to write more code. It is stupidly fast. It is stupidly fast, and I will talk about how fast it is in a second. So what are the drawbacks, Maxi? Skipping a message is not really a drawback. That's an implementation detail. Don't worry about it. You can tell the bot runs on Franz. It's not Franz. Music's a little quiet. I can turn it up a bit. That any better? So what's the drawback with Franz? Message loss, it's a feature. Yeah. So like, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. All right, now the music's fucking loud as shit for me. Hold on. So what's the drawback? The drawback is Franz makes a lot of assumptions. Franz makes a lot of assumptions ahead of time that you kind of need, honestly, to make a compile time. One of those assumptions is you know how big the messages you're sending are. In theory, there is a way to fix this, assuming Rust gets an update eventually. But there's just certain things that Rust does not allow or doesn't handle very well because it's doesn't fit the Rust memory model. It's whatever. The message loss? There is no message loss. It happens at predetermined times, okay? It's not like a I mean, you know that ping I did? That was the message loss. It lost my ping. Your message lost? I think there's just a cooldown on tic-tac-toe. There's just cooldowns on commands, okay? It's swallowing messages because we can't spam the API that much. So Franz has to make a bunch of assumptions, namely how big the message is. Which honestly, I think personally, that's a pretty good assumption that you can make. I feel like normally you know the kinds of messages that are coming in. Unfortunately, this is an assumption that you have to make at compile time. This is a compile time decision. This is not a runtime decision, which really, really sucks. That's probably the main drawback of Franz. You got to make compile time decisions and then compile Franz. Be on my way to send 4 MB messages of the B movie script in chat. Yeah, hard coded. Sorta. It's sorta hard coded. It's pulled as an environment variable at compiled time, which is like, meh, I don't know. It's not possible to win against TTT. It isn't, except I've done it before. I'm the only one who's won. A strange game. The only winning move is not to play. There was news yesterday that the D-Wave quantum computer has officially broken 22 bits of RSA. Is it with Shor's quantum algorithm? It's all coming to an end. They only have to do 4,000 more of the 4,096 bits. 22-bit RSA, yeah. 22-bit RSA. I thought that was awesome. You can do that without a quantum computer, but they did it with a quantum computer. "22 bits of RSA and all but 1 bit of the nuclear launch codes." I thought that was funny too, because Holly was telling me that, and they're like, "Yeah, there's a quantum team that broke RSA," and I was like, "What? What? How is this not like? How was war not broken out? Someone broke RSA. How was like life on Earth not ended?" And then I looked it up, and I was like, "They broke 22 bits." Aren't the launch codes 00000? Headline only Holly moment. Yeah. Someone on Discord told me. Hello, Secret Third Things. Hi, Alamar. Ban RSA. The RSA has been banned. Does anyone know about the thing about how NSA like made a pseudo random number generator? Don't do it like that. I'm sorry. Has anyone heard about the thing where the NSA made a pseudo random number generator that like became certified as one of the standards using like elliptic curves or something? And then people realized that like, oh, NSA is doing some like super shady shit. And they gave like a crackable random number generator that only they can crack. Maybe we shouldn't be using the NSA's cryptography standards. Maybe we should listen to everyone except for the organization known for spying on us. Gee, you think? Yeah. And then there was like a whole thing of apparently they were like paying off one of the like RSA foundations that like set standards for cryptography. They were just like sliding them like $1 million a year or something. We should all just use post-it notes with passwords. There you go. It's right there. It's kind of funny. It's a little funny. Hey, you know that organization that like is tapping wires and spying on everyone before computers even existed and shit? Yeah, what if we listen to them? They're quantum proof crypto algorithms, but browsers don't use them. Aren't elliptic curves quantum proof? Am I crazy? Aren't elliptic curves quantum proof? Or rather, there has yet been discovered a quantum algorithm to break them. I need verification on this. I don't know if it's true. RSA is definitely not quantum proof, because that's just factoring prime numbers. Anything that's factoring prime numbers is not quantum proof. But now here's the tricky bit. Here's the tricky bit. Let's say we have a quantum computer. You think so, in some kind of lattice encryption? That makes sense. I had a professor who worked on lattice encryption. Let's say we have the NSA makes a quantum computer that can break 2048-bit RSA. It is so much easier for us to just switch to 4096 to 4 kilobit RSA and than it is for someone to double the amount of qubits in their computer. So I'm like, I kind of don't understand why this is like such a freaky thing. Even if we made a quantum computer, what the hell is it gonna crack? Just double the amount of bits. That's it. It doesn't matter. Isn't the standard for RSA already like 8 kilobits? What are they gonna do? People are upset about their old messages getting decrypted. Just make 2 to the 32-bit RSA. I think we're just gonna. I think the standard now is just to use ECDSA, right? You should just use elliptic curves. I think I use elliptic curves for all my SSH keys. Just re-encrypt the old messages, big brain. That's the best. NSA said so. True. Back to XOR encryption where the key is the same size as the message. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. 4096 bits, 4069 bits, rather, would just get classified as munition and you wouldn't be allowed to use it. Hey, I'm an American. I'm allowed to have all the munition I want. Thank you very much. Can't stop me. Just encrypt by hand and use carrier pigeons. TCP over pigeon. Let me do that one stupid stretch and then we'll do the speed run. Get distracted again. How does this happen every time? I started stream and I was like, damn, I have nothing to talk about. I'm gonna have to fucking actually do the speed run. And then I yapped for 33 minutes without even noticing. How does this happen? I'm not even done. I'm just gonna bring up Asmongold. I didn't even finish my yap session. Come on. Okay, we'll do it quickly. Fine. Asmongold released an apology. And I'm not even gonna lie. This is like a top 5 YouTube apology. And there wasn't even a uke involved. You weren't tracking the situation. What did Asmongold even say? He was just racist. He was super racist, basically. And top tier YouTube apology. I mean, it's incredible. This was like a I'm gonna clean my room apology. I was blown away. Oh shit, I shouldn't have been racist online. No. He was like, basically he said what, but back behind closed doors I go. No. He basically did like what you want every bigot to tell you. Like he said the words that you want every bigot to tell you, which is, I think as my life has fallen apart, I've become more of an asshole. Like, for the last 3-4 years, my life has been falling apart, and it's made me a fucking piece of shit, to the point that my family is calling me a piece of shit, and and I needed something to break me out of it, and like that felt really genuine. What didn't feel genuine was the Reddit post afterwards that said he still hates DEI or some shit. I don't know, but I mean, genuinely, top 5 YouTube apology. Take notes. Take notes. Back so that when I'll need to do my YouTube apology, I'll be like, I should study Asmongold. Except I'll have a uke prepared as well. But yeah, he was like, I'm gonna clean my room or some shit. I don't know. Oh yeah, you said I'll clean parts of my house. Humans do not forgive and don't like sincere apologies, though. I think well, because well, nah, I see what you mean, but it was less moving because it was a good apology. It was more moving because it felt genuine. It is funny, yeah. He did say the penitence of cleaning his room is too much for saying genocide was good. But he didn't even say that. He said I'll clean parts of my house. Because he knew if he said I'll clean my room, it wouldn't sound good. So he said I'll clean parts of my house or some shit. No, okay, genuinely great apology. Great apology. I was walking around and I was just listening to it. And I was like, you know what? Also, this is not to like condone anything he said. I'm just here for the content. Okay, I'm just here for the content. I still think genocide fucking sucks. Anyway, just wanted to yap about that a little. Um, content brain goes where it's terrible. It's really terrible. My brain's full content mode. It took me like 2 months of streaming and then it just clicked and I was like, damn, I get it now. I feel like I'd apologize for something like someone in the honestly, here's what I think I'm gonna apologize for. Someone in the Rust community is gonna do some crazy shit, and then I'll have to like apologize for it randomly because they're like, that person was in your Discord once and sent a chat message, and I'll have to be like, I don't condone this behavior. I'm sorry, but I really hope I don't do that. I'd like to think I have a little bit more burnt sushi, actually burns some sushi and shares pictures. Apologize for C++ user genocide. Oh my god. Oh my god. No. We love our C++ stands. Although we do laugh at them a little bit. We love our C++ stands. They do a lot of hard work. Look, unironically, I know Rust has its weaknesses. I know Rust has its weaknesses. I write a shit ton of Rust, and I know how much it like everything I do is with very like unsized structs, unsized memory mapped file backed structs. This is like everything that Rust is terrible at working with. So I know Rust is not the be all end all. We do need our C++ stance, okay? You love core dumps, auto breakpoint, and GDB. I'd never dump my core. I'm married for life. Monogamy and everything. You heard Rust is safe, unhackable? I don't know, bud. They broke the first 22 bits of RSA. Weaknesses in C++ are design problems. Weaknesses in Rust are skill issue. I think all weaknesses are skill issue. All right. See speedrun time. See, it's speedrun time, everybody. Get a clock on screen. Is my like Control C button just broken? Is my control button broken? Is this what's going on? What the hell? What am I doing? I can't control C anything. That got controlled seed, but this isn't. Also, I have two mostly keyboards that I haven't done. Is my right control stuck? I don't have a right control. All right, I have two mostly keyboards that I have to do. So let me make sure I got that. Please, C++ lets you use pointers. They're sharp scissors. If you aren't able to use them without hurting yourself, then round nose play school Python and Rust scissors may be more your thing. But there is something to say. If the round nose scissors are just as good as the sharp nose scissors, then maybe we should standardize the safer ones. Something to think about. Something to think about. Pokes hornet's nest for a laugh. Rust has had to do a lot more to become a competitor to C++, including rigorous documentation and branding. I totally agree. Honestly, I say this all the time. Rust documentation is like fucking 40% the reason I use Rust. It's just so hard to do any other language, because the only other language that has that level of documentation is C. Man pages for C haven't changed in fucking forever. They're incredible, is what I'd like to say. But since I'm about to do the C speedrun, it's garbage. The man pages are garbage. And if I can't finish the speedrun, it's because of that. Why can't I control C this bitch? We about to P kill. We about to kill some P again. E kill SL loop. What is happening? I can't control C? Yeah, for real. Something's up. Something is up. Apparently we're mining crypto. All right, let's do a little T clock. Can you move out of my way, please? Thank you. T clock for 5 minutes. Or wait, we're counting up. We're doing a count up. We need a stopwatch, that's right. All right, bear with me here. Cool. We have our stopwatch. He has a family. Wow, Ryan coming through just to say that. Welcome back, Ryan. What's T clock from? I just found a new clock that I thought was pretty and I want to try it. I love pretty clocks. Sorry, clock. Sorry, clocks. Sorry, clocks. Man pages are not garbage, it's just skill issue. Well, I'm just saying that because I'm about to do a speedrun in C, and I'll be looking at man pages all the time, or as I like to call it, woo man pages. It is. I think it's clocked UI. Honestly, I wish I remembered. Just added raw for raw pointers. Just now. Woo man, the woo man pages, the woo. Just now, 1.81? Oh, fuck. I want to take a look at that. Why do we always do speedruns on the worst day? I feel like I do speedruns when it's the last thing I want to fucking do. I always want to, like, work on some other stupid bullshit. 8-2, not 8-1. So sorry. I'm just here to spread misinformation. I'm just here to spread misinformation. Honestly, that's my job. All right, let's get started. Let me clean up my little setup here a tiny bit. Is the bot alive? It's actually crazy that the bot never dies now. Right. Let's walk through what the speedrun is, and then we'll do it. Speedrun is, of course, a FRNS client. And a FRNS client, for now, it's going to change literally right after we do this, is very, very, very simple. It has two parts. One of which is creating the client with our little handshake. We have to do a little handshake to create the client, which comes in the format of sending some sort of number and then sending some sort of topic. When you were here, we were finally moving on for Franz, and then you come back 2 weeks later and it's still Franz. There was a free write. There's a Franz v2, Ryan. Ryan, there's a Franz v2. You don't do me like that. Okay. The little handshake looks like this. It is a string, and you send a number that stands for a producer or consumer. 0 is a producer, 1 is a consumer. And then you send a new line, and then you send a topic name. So it'll look something like this. That's our little handshake. And then you need to actually send messages. And sending messages is just bytes separated by new lines. Literally some message and then a new line. And that's it. Bada bing, bada boom. We need sockets. We need strings. If we get to the point where everything's working, we'll talk about keep alives and things of that nature, but I'm going to keep it simple for now. Just pressing Q quits out a T clock. It's broken. It's not broken. Oh my god, it's so over, Maxi. It's so over, Maxi. Thanks, Freeful. I appreciate it. Alright, fuck it. Let's do this speedrun. We're doing C. In 3, 2, 1. How hard could this be? How hard could this be? Let's start with a header file. Let's make some header files. Franz client.h. Hi Oz, how are ya? What do we need in a header file? Gotta have V2 2 weeks after V1. Hey, it's not my fault that I work fast, right? I work fast. I'm speedy. Unironically, worryingly obsessed on it, but that's okay. We're done now. Bonus challenge, no spaces allowed except for include. I think I'm good. We'll do our if def at some point. What do we need? We need some structs. We need some structs. One of which is our honestly, I need to look at my own C projects because I never fucking remember how to write C code. Or much of anything. My memory is pretty mid. Memory is kinda lacking. One of my alt keys is stuck. I don't know. Time to figure out why your shit is so slow? I can't look at that one. I can look at this one? I can look at this one, right? If you weren't going to sleep, you'd make predictions. If you beg another mod, I'm sure they'll do it. Alrighty. Type def struct. You're really surprised at this slow? It's complicated. There's a lot of stuff happening under the hood. That's why Franz took me so long. Just laying down? Oz, you're just laying down. I love laying down. Laying down's so fun. And other insightful commentary that I've made in my life. I'm doing good. I'm having a nice little cozy Thursday. Fall Thursday. Type def struct a reader. We'll call it a Franz reader because it's C. It kind of just needs... The keyboard thing is Vimium, yes. It is a cozy Thursday, very much so. I think it just needs a raw socket. Let me see how this works. I guess I could just man page this. Hi, Kinsey JPA. How you doing? Thanks for the bits. We will eventually have bits emotes. I am genuinely working on emotes. I've just been a little overwhelmed. But there are a bunch of new ones. If you're subbed, there's a bunch of new emotes and no one's using them, and it makes me really sad, and I think that people should probably use them. They added unsafe extern block. Unironically, that's kind of what I need. Unironically, that's kind of what I need for Franz. Franz V3? Franz V3 coming soon? This is not what I want. Did I look at a Stack Overflow article? C Echo server. Franz V3 before Franz V2. Franz V3, Franz V3. All right, we need sockets. We need sys sockets. This is not what I want. Socket. Come on, give me something better. Give me something better other than a Stack Overflow article, please. Sock takes inet sock stream 0 gives you a file descriptor for your socket. You can set a bunch of stuff. Cool. You bind the socket, you listen. Can I get man accept, please? Man accept. Takes a socket. This is not what I want. I want connect. Is that the syscall? It is connect. Takes a socket, takes an address, and takes an address len. Okay. Yeah, we can do this. And what does it return? Returns an int. Probably is an error code. Nice to see you. Nice to see everyone. Franz V69. Should I do like Xbox naming? Franz V1, Franz V2, Franz X, Franz 4. Is that what I should do? Franz NG. We'll see how well this goes. How did I not make a single? I've done this. I think this is like my third C speedrun. I still haven't made a C pun. I didn't even do it in my message today because I was running late. Whenever we rewrite anything, you slap NG on it and call it a day. Is that why you're RY4NG? You're the rewrite of RY4. Raya? Great name, Raya. Raya's a great name. Raya NG. I'm just yapping. We have an int socket, which as far as I understand is just a file descriptor. You might change your Slack name to Raya NG. Look, I'm here for the bits. I'm here for the bits. I'm here for the jokes. I'm here for the bits. And then I assume I can just read from this file descriptor? Sockets are just files, right? Sockets are just files. Why do I even have a struct that wraps this socket then? I don't know. Can you make functions again? You just slap a new Franz Reader. Is there like a standard in how you do this in C? New Franz reader. What do you need? What do you need? I guess you need a port. You need an adder. You need a port. I think just an adder and a port. Ba-bam. Sock adder in, sock con adder. Well, that happens when a producer publishes something as a SERDI deserialization of the packet, SERDI deserialization of the data passed in, and then a send async to the Flume sender. There just might be memory synchronization stuff going on under the hood. I'm not sure. Socket and an address. Socket and an address. Points to a sock adder structure containing the pure address. The length and format of the address depend on the address family of the socket. Uh-huh. Uh-huh, 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 uh-huh. Do I want the user to make this? Do I want the user to make the sock adder struct, or should I make it from a string? I feel like I should make it. We're gonna go with that. That means we need a port. Whatever that is. What does H-tons take? What is H-tons? Man H-tons. What is Franz? Franz is a pub sub message queue, similar to Kafka, similar to RabbitMQ, similar to, yeah, I don't know. I can't think of anything. Red Panda. H-tons takes a uint 16. Okay. So we need a port, which is a uint 16. Hello, uint 16t. How the fuck do you do this in C again? Uint 16t port. One Franz v3. Next Thursday. Unironically, that might become the case, and that's gonna make me so sad. And we need an inet adder. What does it want? The sock adder? Sock adder? Sock adder. Which one does it want? Oh my god. Sock adder address. Just a sock adder. Has a family and an address of car. Okay. Okay. Just caught me on Twitch. Why don't I dual stream to YouTube? Honestly, because no one's asked me. Honestly, because no one's asked me. I don't know. I feel like, is there that big of a difference? Do that many people watch on YouTube? I genuinely don't know. I should probably care about this a little more than I do. It's only Franz. It kind of has been only Franz for a while. I'm not gonna lie. All right, this is our sock adder. SA data. They call it SA data for some reason. We'll call it SA data as well. Sure. R star SA data. There's no reason not to when it's trivial to stream to both. I guess. I don't know. I've been thinking about this. You don't really get a lot of publicity from streaming. Streaming's just kind of like the end of the pipeline. Like, you try to bring people to streaming, and I think it doesn't really matter where that is. I don't think getting on YouTube is like getting in front of that many more eyes. Does YouTube recommend streams? It's like 2 minutes of effort. You know what? You're right. You're right. You're right. I'm just being lazy. I'm being really lazy. This returns a pointer to a Franz reader. How does one make pointers? That's not how this works. You got my VODs recommended? There's a few random VODs that have done well, and then I don't know. I don't really watch VODs on YouTube, so I don't really know the clientele there. Can your internet even deal with that? It can, because it's usually not it's usually not that I can't stream like 12 megabits. It's just that my internet cuts out, which is a frustrating bit. You are subbed? That's crazy. I do really want to make more high quality YouTube content. I say more like I've made any, but that is like one of my goals. It's just kind of like overwhelming. There's a lot to do there. Okay, we have a new Franz reader. We need to read. We need to read. We need to read. We need to read, which returns a car star found on YouTube. Twitch did not recommend. Wow, lots of YouTube frogs here. Is one of my YouTube videos doing well now? Is that what's going on? Well, Twitch recommendations suck. That's why you have to do other things. That's why you have to do other things. Are there couples in C? Why? I haven't done C code in so long. I haven't done C code in so long. Let's do a little cheeky pop method. Cutting the intro when it's just waiting to go live helps a lot. I know. I'm just literally the laziest person on earth. I'm the only person hurting me. My computer just decided to give up on the old Spotify D there. Give it a shot. How fast can a Rust dev learn Python got recommended? That's a good one. How have I forgotten this much about C? Because I've been spending hours of my day writing fucking Franz, okay? Been rough out there. Why do I call this a reader? This is a receiver, right? This is not a reader. This is a receiver. The receiver. Locked in encoding Rust. Yeah, that one did well for like no reason. Conflict with symbol. What are you talking about? Eh. You take a receiver, and then you pop out a message. Let's just start here. Let's just start here. You've been spending hours every day thinking about GF, so honestly, you think you're even, but you're built different. You're built different. You're like smart and shit. I forget how code is written very quickly. Very quickly, honestly. Why is this included? Oh. Alright, let's try implementing. And yep, Franz is like 5 times faster than Floos. I know what I know. I know what I know. I've been thinking about that recently. I'm like, what is it that I do know? And See standard int file not found? What? What is it not happy with? Huh? I guess this could just be a unsigned short, right? Is that a U16? Is a U16 an unsigned short? Unsigned short. There we go. It's not like if you spent years studying data pipelines. I just know a weird amount about memory. I think ironically that's kind of where my expertise lies. It's all in the memory. I want standard int.h. Well, it's too late now. Study biomedical data science and look for a lot of Python and R content, so my Python VOD got recommended. That's interesting. That one was funny, and I should have made that into an actual YouTube video, and then I forgot. It was lazy. I have a Python VOD. It's the one where I speedrun Python, and I do it in like 15 minutes, and then I do Rust in like 5. And now I'm doing C in like 4 hours. All right, let's do a little socket action. Sock FD socket AFINet sock stream 0. I need to include socket. I need to include inet probably. You don't think it'll take me that long? We'll see. We'll see. I mean, the way these speedruns always work is that, like, I just spend a lot of time flubbing. Spend like 30 minutes flubbing and doing nothing. And at some point, I'm like, all right, I know what to do. And then I just type for like 5 minutes and then I'm done. Is that a Pomodoro counter in the top right? No. It's just the time. This is the speedrun. Welcome to the speedrun. Speedrun confirmed. Okay. Good. Good. Why? Oh, this is a server. That's right. Okay, socket. Domain type protocol. Domain AF inet. Wish I knew what that was. Reset incoming? Why? What are today's drink selections? You just want me to drink? It's a speedrun. We're sober. We're trying our ass off. Sock stream. Sock stream. Non-alcoholic? Oh, funny. I got a Starbucks Frappuccino. It's not any good. Although, I realized that I really do need snacks for stream. And I got a fruity cereal Kit Kat. I got a fruity cereal Kit Kat. I have a feeling it's gonna suck. It also has a photo of Fruit Loops on it. Hold on. It has photo of Fruit Loops on it. Limited edition. Honestly, I just grabbed it on a whim. I don't think I even got charged for it. All right, that's a little much for me. Slow down there, bub. Go drunk for 2 hours. Franz V4 bug free. Look, my code gets better the more depresso espresso I am. I'm feeling pretty damn good right now. That's what I'm gonna say. You hope it's not gross? I'm pretty sure it is gonna be. All right, we made a socket. We need a socket file descriptor. Cool. Then we need to make a bunch of sock adders. We need a sock adder. Sock adder. What did I call it? Like something something data, SA data. Definition of SA data. Okay. Adder. Sure. You have the Russian superpower of becoming better at everything when I get drunk? I probably do too. I probably do too. I don't think that's a great superpower to have. Also, wow, look at me getting the Russian audience finally. Russian audience coming in. Приветушки. What the fuck was I doing? I need this thing. I need to do this thing. I need a sock adder, SA family, and SA data. SA family and SA data. German Russian currently in Germany. Yeah, I can imagine. You're about to have menopause. That's awesome. Kathy's an old woman, confirmed. All right, family. 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 Adder. Family. Did I malloc all this stuff? I probably shouldn't be doing this on the stack because I'm going to be passing pointers around. But I honestly don't really know if it matters. If things break, we'll malloc everything. Can't wait. Oh, God. We'll say this is AFINet again, whatever that means. We need to have an adder. SA data. They do some fancy little function call there. Because it needs some special SYN adder. As opposed to, I just need a car. A socket address. A socket address. You had a network programming class in uni? Address family. I should just look at an example, right? Where are the examples? No. See also connect to. Connect. It says socket or structure containing the pure address. The length and form of that address depend on the address family of the socket. Oh, so this is fine. I think INET is just IPv4, right? So I can just do this as like 1, 2, like this should be fine. Memcopy it. Last time you worked with sockets was when creating IRC bots. We were having a conversation about encryption earlier, and we mentioned a kind of encryption method that was quantum resistant. I think it was ECDSA. Elliptic curves, I think are are free of quantum breakage. Although I'm not like super sure on that. Why can't I assign this? Why is it not happy with this? It's not? Whoa! You have him just crash on me. God damn. Why is it giving me string.h for memcopy? Yeah, you have him crash. That's crazy. 127001. How long is this? 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did I count that right? Someone check. Georgia algorithm bus elliptic curve? But there are viable alternatives. Okay. I see. ECDSA is just very easy to add more bits to. Because it's tiny right now. ECDSA, RSA, ECC, and stuff aren't technically quantum safe? Okay. Someone said lattice. Someone said lattices. Lattice cryptography is maybe safe. Sure. Maybe this even works. Who knows? We make a socket. Now we need to do connect. Takes a file descriptor and a sock adder and a sock len. What is sock len here? Length of the sock adder structure. For now, it literally doesn't matter. I mean, again, you can always just double the amount of bits. It'll be one of those things where eventually it'll begin to matter and everyone will scramble to update systems. You don't have to do much. You just double the bits. Who's gonna like suddenly make a quantum computer with 2,000 bits without anyone knowing? It's not gonna happen. A construct? Sock adder adder? And a len? And a len? And a len? If encryption broken encryption.bits times 2? Literally. What are they gonna do? They can't double the amount of qubits in a day? You do eventually think there would be a wider initiative to move to quantum safe crypto? Look, all I'm gonna say is I took a class on quantum computing with a fairly well-known professor, and the only thing he said was, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this field's kind of bullshit. I just do it because it pays me. He's like, we're not even close. Not even close. Maybe like 50 years or something. Just thought that was so funny. I'm like, aren't you the one who's supposed to be shilling for it? I'm gonna guess the length. I'm gonna guess the length. Oh, I can just call size of. Wait. Dest adder. Sock. Struct sock adder. Dest adder. Whoa, 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 wait, wait, wait. Wait, this is low-key what I needed. Can I have my keyboard back? I can have my keyboard back. Okay, cool, cool, cool. You don't think 50? I'm quoting my quantum computing professor, okay? I'm not here to give opinions. I'm quoting the expert. And the expert said, fuck at. Don't redeem keyboard when I ask for it. Could have at least done it before I got up, Alamar. I'm gonna start docking those as stretches. No, y'all don't get it. We're gonna have fusion next year. By then, there's no way we won't have stable tested implementations of things like Kyber and whatever else gets made in the next 20 years. Yeah, I think cryptography is just it's more of an implementation issue rather than a theoretical one. I think we'll always be able to find another cryptographic algorithm for the most part. Or, better question, what if we had no privacy? What if we had a little bit of no privacy action? We already have things that work? Yeah, I figured. All right, we're gonna copy what this fella did. We're gonna do a sock adder in. Sock adder in. What is this part of? Net inet? Net inet? In.h? And then they did a bunch of this stuff. Sin family, sin port. Sin family. My family would never sin. You can literally size up. Yeah, I noticed that too. The only quantum you're interested in is the aperture science portable quantum tunneling device. True. NAT decimated IPv6 adoption just by virtue of making it so a lot of people didn't have to care. Yeah. Yep. Many are saying this. Destination port. Maybe I should assign port. Sin adder. inet adder. 127001. Where's inet adder from? Sys types. Maybe. F control. What is this from? 1500 megawatt heavy duty super colliding super button. That's what they called me in college. You found a third drive randomly installed. Cool. What is this inet adder function from? Standard IO? Just find the man page, Maxi. Shut up. inet. Net inet in.h. inet adder. What? Did I just spell it wrong? Wait, I'm literally doing it correctly. Net inet in.h. Use htons to make sure port is in network by order in big endians. That makes sense. Why is this inet adder function not existing? I have socket, net inet, ARPA inet. I am confusion. I needed ARPA inet. Wow. Very cool. Sin adder, sin 0. I assume that's just whatever ending byte they want. Array index 8 is past the end of the array. I don't know what to tell you. What if we don't need this? Connect to the sock file descriptor. Cast the destination adder to a sock adder. Size of struct sock adder. Cool, cool, cool. Size of struct. Hello. Struct sock adder. And that returns probably some sort of error that we'll just ignore. Which you can't do like that in C. And it's an incompatible pointer type. I wish I could just do this in Rust. Just cast random pointers left and right that are different sizes. Who gives a shit? Now we can just write to sockets as normal. As if they are just chilling. All right, cool. I guess that's it. We just return a Franz receiver with that's not how you make structs in C. What is it called? The socket? I never made a Franz receiver. Whoops. Our X. I guess we can pass by copy, right? There's no reason we can't just pass by copy. It's literally just an int. And then return our X. Fix it in the header file. I don't know if it's safe to be passing the socket around after we connect using a bunch of stuff on the stack and then yeet the stuff off the stack. That to me feels like it's not right. To me, that feels like it's not right, but it might just work, and I'm kind of just going to move on. I don't know if it ever reads any of that data outside of the connect function, so I don't think it really matters. What I'm talking about is we make this adder. We make this adder struct that we use for the connect function, and we make it on the stack. We don't malloc it or anything, so this is on the stack. And when we return from this function, it's going to get popped off the stack. So it's undefined. It's null for all intents and purposes. I don't know if this is a safe thing to do, but I'm going to assume it's probably fine. Cool. We have our receiver function. Let's do our little pop. Do it, parentheses, I have no idea. Well, clearly me neither. Let's ask the Python dev. It's always great that even after profiling, you have no idea. I really want to profile Franz v2. I really want to profile Franz v2 because a lot of it is networking issues that I can fix. Once you send the connect, it's useless anyway, right? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. You've been summoned. You heard Python dev. You're a middle manager, Ryan. Calm down. Calm down, Ryan. Jeez. Read. I need a read system call. SMH? Don't SMH me. You work for a startup. Everyone who matters is a manager. All right. All right, bub. Mm. Are sockets blocking by default? I am the superior R programmer. I feel very bad for anyone who programs in R. It's just very unfortunate. Yes. I already forgot what I asked, but thank you for the yes. I literally asked something. Did I ask? Nigel, what did I ask? I feel like it was an important question. Oh, it's blocking by default. It's blocking by default. It's blocking by default. You love it? You love R? That's crazy. I feel like that's what's that thing where you fall in love with your captor? What am I talking about? R is worse than your current situation? I think so too. Kathy, Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. You have Stockholm syndrome from R. I've known many a data scientist with similar issues. A file descriptor, a buffer, and a size. Is it? How do you read until? Oh, I always hate this stuff in C. I always hate this stuff in C. We need a spaghetti. We need spaghetti. Read will read the saga a few bytes at a time, so you need to loop over it. I know. I know. I need to loop over it until it gives me a new line byte. Oh. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. That's not how C works. That's not how C works, Maxie. We're gonna calc. We're gonna do an old calc. Calc. What does calc take? I don't remember. Calc takes n members of size. We're gonna say. You don't think you have to cast before calc? I know. I just do that to piss off the C programmers. We're gonna say. Oh. Yeah. We're just gonna assume every message is 64 kilobytes. I don't care. I'll fix it later. I'll fix it later. This is another one that pisses off the C devs. The good old size of car. This is the one that makes people angry. Maxi, car is always one character. You don't have to do size of car. Remove the space after cast 2. No. I need unisted. I need unisted. Give me unisted. File descriptor. Buffer. With bytes until 0. This is not good. Let me take a look at forgets. Isn't there a get line? There's literally a get line, right? Get line reads an entire line from the stream, storing the address of the buffer containing the text into line pointer. The buffer is an Make it worse, cast as much as possible, triple space. Just add in a random cast here. An unsigned long. Long man. Cast a void first. Long man. You love that ad so much. It's so good. Can we just have it playing in the background? It's gonna be loud. Elmar, I'm getting my keyboard and let me have it for like 2 minutes, okay? My mouse, rather. I don't know how I fuck that up every time. All right, cool. Is that okay? Is this too loud? I'm gonna roll with this. What is that? It's long man. It's long man. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're gonna have no clue what the fuck I'm talking about, and I love that. They tell a full story, yeah. Can't hear anything? What is your preferred tab size? I don't know why the default tabs for this are so big. Read a line, huh? Get line. Get line takes a line pointer and a file stream? A file stream? A file stream? This is the only time you've ever wanted someone not wanted to spoil someone on a commercial. It's good. Look it up. It's good. Is there an F sock? Is there an F connect? There's no F connect. Oh, come on. Read line socket. Sockets readline.c. An implementation of read line for sockets. Oh no. Read line by line from socket buffer. Get line? This is a function they wrote. This is a function they wrote. Oh no. Oh no. My version to read a line. Oh. Oh. Get hostname. Ine entoa memset. Right. Read line. Oh no, just use get line. It takes a file, not a file, not a file descriptor. Can I F open a socket? Okay. Can I F open a socket? String iter split. I know. For real. For real. Can I F open? Open a file and create a new stream for it? Why are you helping me? Good question. Can you F open a socket? Can you fucking open a socket? Is there any reason I can't? It's a loop with like 4 lines. It is technically no backseating. Technically no backseating. The format of filing is implemented, not implementation defined, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I don't know if this is legal. There is FD open. Associates a stream with a file descriptor. Oh, thank you. Send it to no reply at maxi.com. You think I own the maxi.com domain? That's crazy. With modes, with modes, with modes. I don't know, R plus. Do R plus. And this is a file stream, huh? Cool. Well, then let me change Fran's client to not be int. This is going to be a file stream, which is a part of something. I'll tell you that much. Definitely a part of something. F control. Unisted. Standard IO. What is file a part of? Getting really distracted by long man in the background, so I'm glad that's over. Back to Chris Cedulo. As a general observation, in C99, long is the same as long. To avoid ambiguity, use uint64t. It's confusing. Long, I think, explicitly means at least 32 bits without guaranteeing 64 bits. Technically. I'm not sure if that's correct. I think long means at least 64. But long is not guaranteed to be 64 bits. I might be making that up out of my ass, though, so, you know, grain of salt as usual. It is standard IO. It's all caps. That's why. That's why. Cool. Cool. Specifying long just makes you a size queen. Makes you long, man. Incompatible. Pointer to integer conversion passing file star, aka struct IO file. Right. Rx.socket is this. And this is our socket FD. And now we can finally do this. Read line. Which is a part of, it's get line. Get line. Takes a line pointer, a size, and a file stream. You're about to be a long man. There's gonna be a long time. Be a long time. All right, what do you want? Line pointer. Reads an entire line from the stream, storing the address of the buffer containing the text into line pointer star. The address of the buffer containing the text. The address of the buffer? It makes it its own buffer? Wait, is Seek just kind of like a high-level language nowadays? What's going on? All right, we make a line pointer, sure. We restrict to 1 megabyte. I do technically think it could never be bigger than that. I do think it. What's the message limit? It's 2 to the 32 minus 1. 4 gigabytes. I'm gonna limit it to 2 to the 28. 2 to the Joel 228. 2 to the 22. Sure, we'll limit it to this number. Joel, what is the restrict keyword? Who gives a shit? I don't know, honestly. File stream is rx.socket. Can we pass this? Can we pass this by value? It wants a size T star? It wants a pointer? What? Size T restrict N. What is restrict N? If line pointer was set to null before the call, then the buffer should be freed by the user program even on failure. Hold on. If line pointer is set to null before the call, getLine will allocate a buffer for storing the line. This buffer should be freed by the program if getLine fails. Blah 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 blah. When in doubt, cast. What is N? So malloc allocated buffer N bytes in size? I think we just set it to null. Yeah? Yeah. 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 We set everything to null and we move on with life. And then we return line pointer. We return dereferenced line pointer. All right, Spotify. Yeah, just give up on me for fun. That's cool. Love when that happens. Wish I knew why it happened. The urge to backseat is large. What's going on? What's going on? Why? What did I do wrong? I feel like it's fine. Should I write a test function? Eight 8085. 127001. Use read when you did network. Use getline when you tried subcommands in C++, and it was the biggest montage of rage quits. What? I'm scared. I'm scared. Why is it so difficult? I feel like it's gonna be fine. My timer's slowly not fitting in my screen. I feel like it's gonna be fine. For my protocol, getline works fine because I don't have random null bytes and it's new line separated. So what's wrong with that? Is this not just gonna work immediately on the first try? Hi, lexical. I say we ball. I think we just go for it. Yeah. Woo! Address boundary error. Nice. Is it because of this? First try. First try. Address boundary error. One Emaxi speedrun. What is going on? Address boundary error. Address. Alright. This is probably where I should use GDB, but I don't know how. So we're doing the ping pong method. How's that? Jesus. We got 3 pings. Just learn GDB. No. Wait, we got through all the pings. So it is a get line issue. Okay, let me reread this. Let me reread this. It's almost like you didn't use it right. I know. Let me reread it. Line pointer. If line pointer is set to null before the call. If star null pointer is set to null before the call, then getLine will allocate a buffer for storing the line. Alternatively, before calling getLine, line pointer can contain a pointer to a malloc allocated buffer. The buffer is not large enough to hold the line. getLine resizes it with realloc. Okay. So what if this is star line pointer, and we also need a we also need a n, right? We need a size tn. And we can set that to null as well. And we can pass in n here. Can you try comment fd open line and try? Hold on. We'll get there. I'm hurting you. Sorry, line pointer makes it null by default. What? What? That line will allocate a buffer for storing the line. That's going to be stored at * line pointer. Hmm? Hold on. One step at a time. One step at a time. We're backseating a little hard here. Okay. It's a pointer to a buffer. We're taking a pointer to a buffer and a pointer to the size of the buffer. Okay. If line pointer is set to null before the call, then getLine will allocate a buffer for storing the line. This buffer should be freed by the user program even if getLine failed. In either case, on a successful call, line pointer and n will be updated to reflect the buffer address and allocated size respectively. Is there a little example? Let's look at the example. First *line equals null. Get line. Address to the line. Oh, perfect. This is what we want. Oh, thank God. Calm down, okay? We get there. Line len. Set in the address of that. Whoopsie daisy. Address of that. Return this buffer. Cool. It returned immediately, which is not a good sign. It did return immediately. What is going on here? Why do I have a why is Neovim freaking out on me? It did return immediately. Oh, because I totally forgot to do all the initialization stuff here. We need to do fwrite. Fwrite pointer size file. We want to write our right hello handshake. We'll do a little test here. We want to write a 1 because it's a receiver, and then test, and then another new line. What's the right way of doing this? Like that? Like that. Okay. We want to write this. Handshake. however long this is. Len. Size of. That's going to be the size of the pointer. Len of handshake? How does len work? Are we speedrunning? See if ever there was a data test of Balmer Peak. I unironically think that it might help me. Len. Excludes the terminating null byte. Seems fine. Part of string.h. What was it up right? A size and an n? Oh god. A size and n members. Okay. A size and n members. You gotta try to let the bee out of your house. I got this. Thanks for trying not to backseat. I appreciate it. I've ever seen a video of Richard Stallman eating. Ew. Ew. What the hell? I don't want to see that. Nada. We still got a whole bunch of nothing. Unless we need Rust log. Debug? Trace? We'll do trace. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. What is going on here? Are we not connecting? Are we not connecting here for some reason? I guess I should be checking these errors. C is what's going on. This is very true. Is that the right way of doing this? Return 0 on success, -1 for errors. Makes a file descriptor. Sock adder, len. This all seems fine. It's not connecting. It's failing to connect. Okay, well that's a good start. Can you delete this swap file, please? Thank you. It's failing to connect. Is it a typo somewhere? 127001. 127001 since 08. Boop boop. Client needs a server. Server's running. Server's running here. Server's running here on port 8085. Let me just netcat that then. 085. Oops. Listen on 8085. What's happening over here? It's not connecting. 127.001.8085. Whoop. It's the wrong window. Hmm. This all seems okay. Oh, it's H tons. That's why, probably. Oh, someone backseated it before I even got there, and it works. Cool. And client connected. We have a client. It works. I guess we should try reading some messages. Connect as a producer to test. It works. Boom. We got a message. Let's just set this to a loop to test. And I think we have our receiver. We're so back. We're so back. Okay, I think the producer will be easy now. The producer will be so easy. Also, this needs to be a receiver. This needs to be a sender. We need to make a new struct here. This is our front sender. You'll be leaving. Thanks for hanging around, Nigel. Sender, new front sender. Just returns this. And a void push function, which takes a sender and a message and maybe a len. We'll call it a len because I don't want to think about this. Just started downloading Mass Effect Legendary Edition from scratch. You should have it in like 20 minutes, 110 gigabytes. How the hell is software that big now? What do they do? What are they putting in there? What are they putting in there? Do the same thing for gender, front sender, new front sender. A lot of high quality assets. That's true. Mostly assets. That is what they call me. That is what they call me. Except we send a 0 there. Before games didn't ship with 4K assets by default, you'd have to download a high-res pack. Now no one cares. Yeah. I just don't care about graphics all that much. I don't know why. Actually, that's not true. I didn't care about graphics until I played Satisfactory, and then my mind got blown, and I was like, it all makes sense now. Satisfactory blew my mind, and its graphics aren't even that good for like whatever modern games can do now. It absolutely broke my brain though. Ooh. We gotta avoid push. Front sender, TX, data, par, star, data, len, size, len. Do I still play it? Not a lot. I'm kind of usually done with video games after I'm streaming for 4 hours. Lethal Company looks amazing. Yeah, I like unique art styles. I like unique art styles a lot more than like any super fancy graphics until I played Satisfactory, and then I was like, this is so much better. Oh my god. We're literally just gonna do a write syscall to wait, we need an fwrite to we're sending data with size of car with len bytes to tx dot socket, and then we're gonna do something really embarrassing. We're gonna use another syscall to send a new line. Why are we doing it like this? Yes. Now for the final test. TX is a new Franz sender. To localhost. And let's push ASDF, which is 4 bytes. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 bytes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Okay, cool. ABCD. And then we pop the messages. Yeah? Yeah. Cool. And I think if this works, we stop the clock. Don't send ASDF, send mostly packet. Okay, that's pretty funny. We'll do ASDF and then a mostly packet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Whoops. Let me start the server. And? Huh? Error. Error. I have a typo somewhere. I have a typo somewhere. No. No. We were so close. One. Test. 0. Test. What did I do wrong? 0. Test to port. Push. We write data size of car len. And then we write a new line. BI quote. 12, yeah. What did we do wrong? It couldn't connect for some reason. Right? Is it a permissions thing? Huh. It's getting a new client, but it's not registering a producer. But then the consumer works fine. New client 48138 and then resource temporarily unavailable? Huh? What does this mean? What does this mean? It's struggling to write for some reason. Multiple things open? You think that's the issue? The connection is working because we're not getting an error message. This write is failing. This write is failing for some reason. Hero and test and opening the same thing multiple times without closing it will give you OS error 11. As in this socket? It can't connect to this socket? Opening the same thing multiple times without closing it will give you error 11. Bizarre. How does one of them work but the other one doesn't? This worked. No, it did not. Wait, am I just not logging? I might just not be logging. Slog trace? Create a new topic test? But we're not writing any messages to it? It's not flushing the socket. Classic. Do I need to flush this somehow? Does F-write not flush? F-write. What does flush do? It makes sure the socket actually sends the stuff in it. F right. Not giving me anything about anything about flush the message down the toilet. That is the goal. That is the goal. It is connecting. It's connecting, but the send is failing. The second send is failing. F flush? Jan is using brain power. It is F flush. Yeah, let's try this. Bada bing. It did swallow a message somewhere. It did swallow a message. This is gonna be a certified maxi good enough. Oh, it's too fast again. It's too fast again. It's too fast again. Not this. Why does this happen? Or it's not writing enough messages type shit. I don't know why this happens. It's happened in Go too, right? It's not sending anything now. I don't know. I have no clue how this happens. That's what you get for using Rust? I don't know. Like the client is connecting, but then these writes are failing for some reason. So true. Use assembly. That's what Lillian was gonna do. Lillian was gonna write this in assembly. Hmm. It's like one of those things where this program is exiting before this socket gets flushed or some shit. Like I don't know. I genuinely have no idea why this happens. I have a feeling if we add this back, it's gonna work. For like no reason. Watch this. Okay, well at least that also didn't work. we're making a producer and a consumer. Are we just not reading the messages? What's going on? Push. F right. We're writing the data. We add. Should I just write? Should I not be doing two system calls here? Hmm. Time to TCP dump. Why does this keep happening? Crying over 3 system calls. How does this keep happening? Does it work with Netcat? Why does it work with Netcat? Why does it work with Netcat but not Franz? It's literally super fine when you use one more syscall than you need. No, but it's in a hot loop. Having 3 system calls instead of 1 in a hot loop is really bad. By writing Rust's hello world, you invoke like 90 syscalls? It depends where the syscalls are. Like if it's things that quote unquote never happened, it's okay. Is it because we're just using the wrong version of FRNS? Should I run this FRNS? This is FRNS 0.5.2. It's the same version. Zero 0.5.2. It's the same version. RIP. Need V4? I have no clue. I don't know why this happens. This happened with Go too. But for some reason, the Rust client works perfectly. I don't understand why this happens. I genuinely have no fucking clue. This is the second time it's happened. Rust built different? I don't know. GDB. I want to say it has something to do with buffer. I don't understand why Netcat works with FRNS, the Rust client works with FRNS, and then the C client breaks. They're not doing anything different. I'm literally just writing a single line. I don't know if it's because it's broken up into 2 syscalls and something weird is happening here. They're doing something under the hood. Rust and Netcat? Try as one syscall then. Yeah. Alright. Let's try as one shish call then. Stir cat. Concatenates the string pointed to by source after the string pointed to by dest, overriding its terminating null byte. All right. Sterlen data, or I guess we know it's len. It's len +1. Maybe we have the null byte 2 in there. Who knows? Maybe we don't. Who knows? I don't know. Which one is source? We want to stir cat into the buffer world. Okay. Okay. Stir copy buff data. You know what? That might not actually be a string, so we're going to mem copy that to buff from data with len. And then we're going to stir cat into buff our little new line. I'm going to assume there's a null terminating byte in there automatically. And then we write buff len +1. Am I doing F right correctly? Let me get rid of this flush too, just in case. And let me double check that I'm doing F right correctly. F right. Size and then member? Size and then the number of members. Size of car, the number of members to the socket. I think this is all correct. I think we just try this. No dice. No dice. Resource temporarily unavailable. It's connecting from different ports. Let me get the trace logs on again. Nothing happens. Now it's like super broken. Now this is broken. Now the handshake is broken. This has to be a typo. I don't understand how this one that has identical code is working, but then this one isn't. Unless there's something I don't understand about the socket syscall, which is totally doable. Socket creates an endpoint. If inet IPv4, sure. Socket, domain, type, protocol. Domain, type, EP, that's okay. What is protocol? The protocol specifies a particular protocol to be used in the socket. Normally only a single protocol exists to support a particular socket type, which can be specified as 0. Talk stream are full duplex bytes. They don't preserve record boundaries. A stream socket must be in a connected state before any data may be sent or received on it. A connection to another socket is created with a connect call. Once connected, data may be transferred using read and write calls or some variant of the send and receive calls. When a session has been completed, a close may be performed. Send and receive syscalls. Send a message on a socket. What if this is the same thing as what happened with Go? And this is it doesn't work on my system because my system is jank, but it should work on your system type beat. Because I genuinely like this is again, we're running into the same issue again, and we never solved it the first time. Because I don't see anything wrong. We can spend like ages debugging this, but if I remember correctly, there's like very little that's wrong, and then it just turns out there's just some weird race happening somewhere. You doubt it's that? This happened in Go too, which is calling C code. I don't know if that's true. What does the F right return? F read F read F read. The number equals the number of bytes transferred only when size is 1. If an error occurs or the end... Wait. This number equals the number of bytes only when the size is 1. If an error occurs and the end of file is reached, the return value is a short item count. The file position indicator of the stream is advanced by the number of bytes successfully read or written. I guess I can have the check here? And also try flushing the file stream here. Hmm. Our producer connected, but no messages sent. We accepted a consumer, but we didn't see any messages. New error, but also very bizarre. I mean, we can try to print out what we're reading from here. ASDF, mostly packet. With new lines. I mean, it's literally right. It's literally correct. Len plus 1. What if we did len plus 2 here? No way? That was the issue? That was the issue. It works. Yeah? Last try? I think we're calling it. Never mind, it didn't work for shit. Yeah, it didn't work for shit. What? I mean, at least the producer is connecting. At least the producer is connecting. I don't know. I mean, like, this is so bizarre to me. The producer is connecting. We flush the socket. Like, is this like an off by one error somewhere? We try to write len, I don't know. Stir len of buff? No dice. All I can think is that maybe there's an off by one error here somewhere, but stir len. I don't know. Returns the length of S. I mean, that works fine there, and this works fine here. So maybe it'll work fine there. It worked. It worked for no reason. Will it work again? No. No, it will not work again. Wait, is it working and I just don't... I'm cooked? I think it might be working and I just don't log produce messages? But I should still be receiving the messages here. Should still be receiving them here. It's so Jover. It's so Jover. I should still be popping them here. But for some reason, I'm not. I did not try the KitKat yet. We're calling it at 1:56 and 43 minutes and 51 minute, 1 hour, 56 minutes and 53 seconds. Maxi gave up. Maxi gave up on C. I don't know why this keeps happening. I don't know why this keeps happening. This happens before. This happened before, and I don't know why, okay? Let me try the Kit Kat and I'll go back to it, okay? I swear to God, this makes no sense. Is it a Franz issue? I don't even like buffer reads and Franz anymore. I don't use Tokyo. I'm literally just opening sockets and reading from them. It is a Keychron. Yeah, it's a Keychron. I'm not gonna lie. This tastes like Fruit Loops. This is actually like not that bad. Russ gave me a small brain. It's literally just reading from sockets. Have a break, have a Kit Kat. You're not you when you're hungry. You're not a C coder when you're hungry. Kit Kats are black here. This is a limited edition Fruit Loop Kit Kat. Whoops. Limited edition. Fruity cereal. All I'm gonna say is it actually tastes. It actually tastes. Hold up. Why is that Kit Kat pink? Do you want me to explain it again? I'm not gonna lie. It actually tastes like Fruit Loops. Whether or not you think that's good is on you, but it does genuinely taste like Fruit Loops. You've seen green matcha tea Kit Kats? Yeah, there's a lot of those. Never seen Fruit Loops though. For some reason, the deli I go to has a bunch of different Kit Kat flavors, and today, and like, I'm not like a candy person. I'm genuinely not a candy person. I'm very much like I like salty things. I like salty, crunchy things. But I broke today, and I was like, I have to try the Fruit Loop Kit Kat. That's like so bizarre. And main void system echo test netcat return 0. Thanks, Nora. It tastes good. That's why they sell it. No, they sell it because people keep buying shit. They sell it because people like me go, isn't it crazy that they made Fruit Loop Kit Kats? And then I buy it and then I go, well, I'm never buying this again. Have you seen the thing of like, I can't remember whose bit this was. I'm stealing a bit. I'm sorry. Have you seen that thing of like, imagine how boring it would be to work in Oreo's marketing department and R&D, and like every single time you like go to your manager and you're like, this is a Brennan Lee Mulligan bit. This is a Brennan Lee Mulligan bit of like working in an Oreo R&D department and then being like, I came up with this new Oreo design, and then your manager just being like, we've perfected the fucking cookie. Oreos are sold in every grocery store, on every shelf, all over the fucking world. Why do you keep trying to make different kinds of Oreos? Just collect your paycheck. Just relax. It's a good bet. It's a good bet. Brennan Lee Mulligan does it better. Feel like you got sent to a parallel universe where everything is the same except for one tiny detail. The Kit Kats are pink here. I'm blue. Da ba dee ba boo die. Da ba dee. So listen up. Here's a story about a blue man in a blue world. And all day and all night, and everything he sees is just blue. Like him. Inside and out. Blue his house with a blue little window. And a blue, inside a blue Corvette. And everything he does is just blue. I forgot the rest of it. Fuck, I used to know the whole thing. I used to know the whole thing. Blue house and a blue little window, and outside there is a blue Corvette. And everything he does is just blue. Like him. Inside and outside. I can't remember. Sorry. I used to be a really good bit. I'll practice it. I'm sorry, chat. Forgive me, chat. I'll practice. Oh my god. If I look up blue lyrics, I get Billie Eilish's blue. Blew his house with a blue little window and a blue Corvette. Everything is blue for him and himself and everybody around. He ain't got nobody to listen. To listen to. I'm blue, die. Thanks for the water. Thanks for the water. What a classic. Spoken word rendition. What an absolute blob. Green went full schizo. Sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta. Need to get your lighter out? What are you doing with your lighter there? Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We need to look at the FRNS code anyways, because I'm gonna rewrite the FRNS protocol. FRNS protocol is getting a V2 as well. There's gonna be a V2 protocol that hopefully will allow for easier implementation. You like the way I made it sound? Thanks, Max. Big preach, big preach. Since we're looking at the FRNS code anyways, hi the mock. Let's try to put our heads together. Let's put our heads together in this meeting and think about why the fuck this could be happening. I genuinely have no idea. Like I'm literally just reading from a socket. How the fuck can this constantly break? Can we listen to I'm Blue? For sure. But also Twitch if you're watching. No, we're not. That song is not copyright free. You're as clueless as one gets. It's all right. We just need your head together. Like him, inside and outside. It'll get louder, don't worry. The 8-bit version? All right, hold on. This is more interesting. Oh, ooh, I like you. Oh, damn. Everyone on YouTube is so confused. This is why you gotta watch the Twitch stream. Oh, this is a bop. How have I never heard this? Hold on, we have new emotes too. Actually, this unsized car, an unsized short, an unsized short. Also, that is not. Oh my god, this is so loud. Also, that's not mostly drunk. If anyone asks, that's not mostly drunk. That's mostly sippy. What are we sipping on? Water. We're sipping on water. That's me sipping on water. What is SR? What are you trying to do? Gin and juice? Just the juice. We just do the juice. This is such a bop. What the hell? Isn't this the intermission music used by Finster? I don't know. I don't watch Finster. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm a fake fan. This time of the year it hits especially good. Are you feeling blue, Range Bomber? Are you feeling blue dabba dee dabba die? I love that since this is a new YouTube account, my YouTube recommendation is like so fucked. And all I have is like random music videos, the most popular anime opening of each year, and Japanese commercials. Hearing it first time sounds good to me. This is my first time hearing it too. Linus Tech Tips? I don't have any Linus Tech Tips. All right. We've had our fun. We've had our fun. Linus Sex Tips one. I think with the sexual assault allegations at their office, I don't think that's gonna go over well. All right, let's look at some code. Now, now listen here. Now listen here, Buster. So better than MKHB? I don't know who that is. We have a client handler. We connect. We accept a connection. We do some little stuff like we set a read timeout. We make a buff reader around the socket. And then we read a line. But boopity boop boop. We do this stuff. So okay, so here's the question. Is something happening when we make a buff reader? Is something happening when we make a buff reader that's like clearing the socket or something? Like I don't understand where messages are getting lost. Handle produce. Create a new topic. We make a sender. Buppity boop boop. Buff reader sock new. They know their shit. Like something weird is happening when I'm cloning these sockets and I'm making buffered readers. I have no fucking clue what this is. It literally does feel like making a buffer is just like nuking messages somewhere. You did this once and it was closing the socket early. From the client's perspective, it was closing the socket early. The client is closing the socket? Like, what I think is happening is the client is closing the socket before we're able to read the data. Do I zero in at the buffer? I don't see why that would matter. I write the data into the buffer. I think that part is fine. Just throwing shit at the wall. Debugged it by using a loopback to local and then examining the handshake packets using Wireshark. Oh god. Oh no. I also don't understand why it works with netcat. Like, shouldn't it also break for netcat then? Because it works fine for netcat. Let's do a hex dump of this. $30. New line. Test. New line. Like, it's all fine. Means my C code is borked? I don't know. I don't know what's broken. It's fine with netcat, and netcat is fine with FRNS. That's the part that I don't understand. If I run a FRNS server and I netcat to it, it's fine. We have a connection. We make a producer. We have our little producer. We can write ASDF, ASDF. It's totally fine. Ping pong debug every step. I guess? I mean, I should be checking errors, honestly. So I'm sending the correct stuff? Yeah, I'm sending the correct stuff. But Franz isn't able to parse it for some bizarre reason? And it's the exact same issue as we had in Go. If fwrite is less than Sterlen buff, print out an error message of certain kinds. Let's see what this gives us. Not a single error. Not a single error. It wrote to the socket. It wrote to the socket. Is this one issue cleared? It failed to flush the socket. Flush stream or all streams if stream is null. Takes a pointer to the stream. Returns int. I'm gonna assume this fails. On -1. It sent the packets. But now we're not receiving them. But now we're not receiving them? Le France issue? I have no idea. Oh my god, it's even more bizarre. I'm trying to consume messages with Netcat, and I'm getting some of them. I'm getting a solid some of them. I have no fucking clue. Something is mostly fucked. That much I know. I also remember that people said it worked fine on their machines. So this might be a my machine is mostly fucked type of deal. But I really can't imagine that's the case. Hmm. We're also never getting a line. It's almost like we're not sending this new line. Almost like we're not sending this new line. Almost like we're not sending this new line. No way that was the issue. Was it an off by 1 error? Oh my god. Oh my god. Please, please tell me it's not an off by 1 error and I've been embarrassing myself this whole time. Well, at least it's not that. Hmm. Dash path. Bizarre. Whoops. Is this like an asynchronous flush or something? For input, for output streams, flush forces a write of all user space buffer data for the given output or update stream via the stream's underlying write function. For input streams associated with seekable files, discards any buffer data that has been fetched from the underlying file but has not been consumed. Upon successful completion, 0 is returned. Otherwise, end of file is returned. Error number is set to indicate the error. So it might not be -1. That could be one thing. We'll just do does not equal 0. Allegedly still fine. Is it this set buff thing? Stream buffering operations? You can make streams line buffered? Stream null IO line buffered. I don't get it at all. See? Need girlfriend to take care of all these wasps? Is that what they're for? It's just the man pages. They're not gonna give me anything special. Unfortunately, many miles away. L. Big L. Is it because it's local and it's not happy with me? Is it because it's local and it's really angry at me? There's no way. Path name. This is just a named type? It's a Unix domain socket, yeah. Has nothing to do with TCP, yeah. A TCP local socket address that has been bound is unavailable for some time after closing unless the SO reuse adder flag has been set. Sure. Address and network by order. That be wrong. Maybe this is wrong. Address and network byte order, but I do the... No, I do the INET thing, right? Oops. INET adder. I even do HTONs. This is all fine. And even this works fine. If this sleep call fixes it, I give up. Now the producer didn't even connect. What? What? The sleep call means that the... Hold on, did I not recompile? I did recompile. Is C faster than C++? They're virtually the same. No, produce connect, and then we sleep, and then nothing happens. This function is a possible cancellation point. What if it's doing some magic cancellation? Is Rust faster than C? They're virtually the same language. They usually compile to like the same exact bytecode. It depends how it's written, yeah. They're all compiled languages. They all compile to very similar things. It's usually a skill issue that makes a difference. Pointer. Size. N. Socket. Let me print out the result of this. Whatever it is. So I don't understand what's going on here. Hi, Iggy Slash. How are ya? Where are you coming from? What were you up to? Welcome to the shit show that is debugging C code. Argument has type unsigned long. How do you do an unsigned long? Just print the thing. Just print the thing. 5, 13. Gonna sleep or you're gonna build server. Wow. A server that builds. Kind of crazy. 2, 3, 4, 5. It wrote 5 bytes. And then it wrote 13. Which is exactly what we expect. An implementation of build server protocol. I wish I knew what that was. I really wish I did. It works now. So something is happening between connecting the producer and writing it to the socket. There's actually something happening with the read buffer. It's losing data. Because the sleep fixes it. You're interested in all the new memory safe languages that'll pop up in the next decade where things like Zig and Rust will be then? Is Zig that much more memory safe than C? Thank you for that link. I will do a little read. Oh no. SVT Gradle and Maven stuff. Oh, me no likey this. Oh no. Something's up with Franz dropping messages when making buffered readers and things. Because it works fine. It works fine if I add in a sleep, which is so bizarre. Tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want a zigzag. I want to Rust. I want to write everything in Rust. I want to write everything. So that my data doesn't randomly get lost. I mean, it works. It just needs to have a little sleep statement here. It works, I guess. Look, it's not dropping any packets anymore. Does buffer reader flush the internal buffer or something? I don't get it. Thanks for the raid, AK Slash. Hope you have a lovely night. More lovely than whatever I'm having. You don't get it as well? Yeah, like this makes zero sense to me. It's just somewhere between handle produce and handle client, something crazy happens and this stream gets wiped. I don't know. I don't know. I wonder if there's something weird happening with. I'm just like, I'm trying to think of something that, like, oh, what if something's happening asynchronously? But I don't understand what could possibly be happening asynchronously. It's all synchronous code. Knock reader, buff reader new on the cloned socket. I also cloned the socket, which is maybe doing something bizarre, but I don't know what. You're doing IPC with Winsock too, which you fought for a day before Winsock let me see the packet handshaking was going wrong? That's so bizarre. Wireshock. Ugh, I know I should probably learn, but that seems so intimidating to be like catching packets. Like, it's so bizarre to me that I'm not losing any data. And this entire handshake goes well. And then I move to handle produce. Wireshark has a GUI, it's relatively easy. So I've heard. I wonder if it's because I'm cloning this socket. How do I split this socket? I know this is a thing you can do in Tokyo, but I don't know how to. How do I split this in with a raw socket? Method split exists for a TCP stream, but only for a buff read. Huh? So can I make a buff reader and then split it? Returns an iterator over the content of this reader, split on the byte. No, that's not what I want. I don't know. I kind of like just don't care enough to figure it out. But it's an issue for the second time in a row, so I should probably figure it out. Pocket timeout. I cloned it, but I have mismatched socks. I don't know what cloning a socket does, to be honest. The return TCP stream is a reference to the same stream that this object references. Both handles will read and write the same stream of data, and option set on one stream will be propagated to the other stream. I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't be flushing the stream? I don't know. Like, I'm just grasping at straws here. Be flushing stream bad. I don't flush it for the receiver. So maybe no flush. Learn nay, guess yay, exactly. Now it doesn't even connect. And then I get a timeout. OS error 11 means I timed out before the operation could finish. But then the consume works perfectly. I don't get it. What is the difference between these two? What's the difference between the receiver and the sender? They're literally identical line for line. I changed one thing. I guess I changed this too? It's so over. It's so over. Yep, no dice. No dice. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I got nothing. The timer gave up a long time ago. It's paused. Alright, fuck it. I'm just pushing it. All this stuff. Maybe it works. I also kicked my camera at some point. There we go. I don't know. It's better I didn't get it to work. Would it be fucked if you got it working somehow? What does that mean? What does that mean? What do you mean it'd be fucked if I got it to work? Guesswork equals UB. thing is, since it's a timing issue, if I did GDB and I walked through it step by step, it would still work. Because it's a timing thing. It all works fine. It's just not flushing the socket. It's flushing the socket too fast for some reason. Again, same issue. Same exact issue. I don't know how to fix it. And the pink Kit Kats aren't helping. It's so out of my depths for me to like go figure out how the fucking read buffer for TCP stream works. You blame Tokyo? I don't have Tokyo. I don't have Tokyo anymore. There is no Tokyo. It's just TCP streams. I don't want to read through that code. Me reading through that code right now. I want the energy to recreate it. It sounds like it could be in a race condition or something. It is. Like it is a race condition. I just don't know what it is. There's some sort of race condition happening in Rust TCP stream read buffer combo wombo library. Because I can almost guarantee that if I get rid of the read buffer, it'll work fine. It's just like flushing. It's flushing the socket when I make the read buffer or something along those lines, but I don't understand how that works. It's definitely also something with me cloning the socket. There's like there's a few weird things. Oh, we're playing the race card now. The race car. It's something between cloning the socket, making multiple read buffers, and using all of them. Because like look what happens. Here's my guesswork. We create a socket. We create a read buffer around that socket. We read the handshake stuff that happens, and that all works fine. Then we create another thread to start handling the messages with a cloned read buffer. And then we drop the original read buffer. And we're calling the drop code that exists for that read buffer, whatever that may be. And I have a feeling that's probably where it's going wrong. We're dropping that read buffer and it's breaking. Because normally it's not an issue, but I assume that's where the race condition happens. Because that would also make sense for where it breaks. No? Just no? I mean, we can look at the drop implementation of read buffer. I assume it calls flush on the underlying socket. And maybe that's doing something that it probably shouldn't be? That's my only guess. It's likely just a smart pointer inside, so dropping one clone should not drop the data. But it's not dropping the socket. It's not dropping the socket, but it's dropping the read buffer, and it's calling something weird. That's what I think. There's a pointer inside, I agree. Or I don't know. Because I don't know how the socket clone works. Why am I cloning the read buffer? I'm cloning the socket. I'm cloning the socket because I need I need two, one owned write half and one owned read half. And I can only do that by cloning the socket to get ownership. I technically don't have to clone the read buffer, it would just make my code look nasty. And at the time, I didn't see why there was an issue with that. Socket clone is likely not the issue. I agree. No, I agree. I think it's making two read buffers. That's the issue. Because that's like not super clear how that works. So what we can try doing, here, let's take a look at the code. What we can try doing is we have this handle produce. We can instead just pass in a buff reader with our TCP stream, which means we don't have to create it here. Just do let stream equals sock. And then we can just pass the existing buff reader, the sock reader, into handle produce. Oh, I also cloned the socket because I want to change the read timeout. I set the read timeout to 10 seconds when I'm doing the handshake, and then I set it to none. Am I using smart pointers? I don't know what Rust does under the hood. I assume socket inner is just an arc of some sort. TCP stream. Let's take a look at it. TCP stream try clone. Self 0 duplicate. I don't know. Where's TCP stream? Probably not in that case. I mean, I assume that Rust's implementation of TCP stream is not broken. I think if we get to that point, something's gone really long. Net IMP TCP stream. Net IMP syscommon net. Syscommon net TCP stream. TCP stream. The C code isn't using smart pointers? I doubt it, yeah. Duplicate. Self.inner.duplicate. Oh. Inner is a socket. Socket. Duplicate. It duplicates the raw file descriptor. It duplicates the raw file descriptor. Meow meow EP time. Thanks for hanging around. Have a great night. It duplicates the file descriptor. Which is fine. It's not doing anything on drop. It's not doing anything on drop, which is good. What does buff reader do on? So the buff reader we use in one place reads data from the socket and stores it in an internal. The buffer we use in another place doesn't know about the first buff reader and its internal buffer. Is that what's happening? Something along those lines. I wonder if maybe the fix is as simple as drop sock reader before we go into here. I wonder if it's as simple as that. If we drop it before we do this function call? But I don't even, is there like even a drop implementation for buff reader? When the buff reader is dropped, the contents of its buffers will be discarded. Creating multiple instances of a buff reader on the same stream can cause oh, there we go. Oh, look at that. Look at that. When the buff reader is dropped, the contents of its buffers will be discarded. Nice. That's the issue. So we can't get rid of that buff reader. We can't get rid of that buff reader. But we can for the consumer because we don't even read from it. Nice documentation. I did have to go a little deep for that one. Did have to go a little deep for that one, but I'm glad it's there. So I assume this is fixed now because I'm passing in the buffered reader that already exists. Stream. Watch it be fixed. Well, at least it's still not fixed. It's still not fixed. Oh, because now we need to add all the stuff we had before. Now we need to add all the flushing back before. We need to have a flush here. We need to have a flush here. Where would that push? Over here. And now for my final event. I'm done. I'm done. I'm so done. It works. Oh, that probably fixed the Go library too. Oh my god, that was the issue. Now my code is all nasty. My code's all dirty. Buff reader TCP stream. Why is there no buff read writer? Or there is and I just am being silly? Standard IO buffered something? Buffered stream? Is there like a buffered stream? No? All right, here's what I think we're gonna do. To make this look a little cleaner. Well, first of all, I'm gonna be writing all of this anyways, so maybe I shouldn't even care about this. But I think this socket that I use at the end is going to become our sock writer. It's just a buff writer around our socket. And then in our consume function, we're going to send a sock reader and a sock writer. Because the consume function needs both. Buff reader TCP stream. Sock writer. This is our buff writer. And this is our reader. Boom. Fix over yonder as well. Buff writer TCP stream. Writer. What's going on? Mutable. Mutable. Writer. Reader. And keep alive needs buff reader. Okay. Well, darn. I guess this does make sense. Oh, wait, this needs the raw socket too, because it sets a read timeout. Oh. Oh, I forgot about that. All right, we're undoing all the code. I'm leaving it as it was. I'm leaving it as it was. This is fine. This is fine. This is totally fine. It works. As long as it works. That's going to be the commit message. As long as it works. And I'll refactor later. And by later, I mean never. Oh. I've been freed. How does my hair get messier as I code? What is it that I do when I'm programming that makes my hair messier? I feel like I have a lost in the sauce look. AirPods, please. AirPods, please. I don't know. I was planning on fixing the elixir one. I was planning on fixing the elixir one. But now I don't wanna. What I'm gonna do instead is check that the Go one works, and then I'm calling it. I'm calling it. What happened, Maxi? We fixed it. We fixed it. Can you not tell by my expression that everything works and I feel great? Everything works, Controlo. Why are you asking? It's all fine. It does work. It works. No, it works. It works. It works. I fixed it. I fixed it. I had to go deep into the buff reader documentation, but it works. Apparently, dropping a buff reader also drops its internal buffer, causing a loss of data. The more you know. But we're fine. Let's see if the Go one works now. I'm curious. Because I think it was the exact same issue in Go where Go was too fast, which is unfortunate to admit, and I don't want to say it, but I do think Go is too fast. It's alright, they'll let you keep the piece of brain they took out. Why does Rust work? Why does Rust work? Is Rust slow? Why does the Rust one work? Or did it never work and I just never tested it? Did I just never test the Rust one because I was so confident that it worked and then I just kept lying that it worked? Okay, no one tell Kathy. Can we all be in agreement here? No one tell Kathy. I'm gonna get shit talked so hard. Okay, this one's between us. This one stays between us. It was a Franz issue. It was a Franz issue. I will admit it to the people watching now, but no one tell Kathy. Okay? You're gonna bully me. Rust not working, impossible. I have way too much confidence in my Rust skills for how bad I am. Shit does not exist. It's true. Will not say a word. Good. Good. It'll be our little secret. It'll be our little secret from now on. Oh, Franz had a bug. What's new? It's not a bug, it's an implementation detail, okay? Not a bug. It loses a message at very precise points. Namely, if you're too fast or too slow. The soup's gotta be just right, okay? There was a bug with a crate. Where? It's a Bethesda feature. That's probably what I'm gonna write in the documentation. In the documentation, I'm gonna be like, this is a Bethesda feature. It's not a bug. I'll probably. So I wanted to, little since it's just us now, I wanted to do a lecture on Sunday. How do we feel about that? I think tomorrow might be a Minecraft day. And on Sunday, I wanted to do a lecture. A lecture on what? Look, genuinely, I think a lot of my knowledge is weirdly specific to memory management and operating systems. I know it doesn't come across. But I want to do a little lecture on a few things on what are memory maps, how do they work, why are they useful, things like that. And then I'll slowly kind of like move that towards how does Franz work? We have like Franz Sundays where I just lecture about Franz because I've put way too much time into the stupid fucking program. And I think it's really fucking impressive. And I'm not going to stop until everyone who watches me agrees. Maxie, we agreed. No, you don't. No, you don't. Teacher fit? I'll do a teacher fit. I promise I'll do a teacher fit. Spread the word. I'll do a teacher fit. I'll wear my glasses. I'll bring a ruler and everything. Okay, that's this Sunday then. Sunday we'll do a little lecture. What am I coding to relearn C? Tom, we just finished. Tom Weil, we just finished. You missed it. We were working on a little client, on the little socket client that uses my message queue. I have a message queue, by the way. I made a message queue server like Franz, and we were writing a client for it. I'm trying to make a client for this message queue in as many different languages as possible. And today was C. Took me a couple hours. Sends you an apple, so I'm your favorite. That'd work. I honestly, if I would be such a shitty teacher. I would be unironically, I would be that teacher where I would make it clear that giving me gifts directly impacts your grade. I'd give shit back like semesters late. I'd be super lazy. I'd wing my lectures. I'd be such a shit teacher. You wouldn't learn anything. You hope it wasn't a bad experience with C? It was bad, but it wasn't because of C. It was fine. It was fine. I may have found a bug in my message queue implementation though because of C. I think I'd be such a shit teacher. Oh my god. I also like. I don't like explaining things. I'm a person who gets. I know this is such a like bad job for me to do. I get really frustrated when I explain things because at some point you just don't get it. Like I and like I have a model of how things work in my head, and I can explain that model to other people. But if that model doesn't work for you, I'm done. Like I get really frustrated being like, well, let me think of another model of how to explain this. Imagine a speedrun that involves a speedrunner having to debug the game they're speedrunning. Isn't that just what game dev is? Isn't that just what game dev is? You're speedrunning your own game, trying to debug it. Today's stream in a nutshell. That's been like every stream. That's been like every fucking speedrun. Every single Thursday, ever since I switched from doing the ASCII to dots, has been me debugging Franz while simultaneously learning a new language. Stupid. But yeah, welcome to the stream, Tom Weil. I do this every Thursday. I do language speedruns every Thursday. Please follow, please follow, please follow. I think it's crazy that Fern does that, and then it works so well. It works so well, and it's funny to me every time. All right, I had my little yap break. Let's take a look at if Go still works. I want this to be a 10-second 10-second segment where I go, "Yep, it works," but I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. This was all fine. How does one use Go? Go run. It crashes because we don't have a server going. And moment of truth. Oh my god. Oh my god. The answer was yes. The answer was yes the entire time. When Kathy asked, maybe it's a bug in Franz, the answer was yes the whole time. When I said, maybe goes too fast, the answer was yes the entire time. And when I said, I think C has the exact same issue as Go did, the answer was yes the entire time. And on that note, we're wrapping up. As always, we're going to rate out. Does anyone have a recommendation? Did my network just shit itself? Twitch.tv not found? Ulysses live, rate out to help out? Exactly. We spread the love. We spread the love. Mesaka. Cruel Rice. What are we feeling? Cruel Rice. Why does that sound familiar? Do we know Cruel Rice? Have we done Cruel Rice? I could try Alice Lunazera. Alice Lunazera. Go Mesaka? I feel like we did Mesaka recently. Or Prod Z Pod. Prod Z Pod. Wow. Is Twitch dying? Is Twitch dying? Because my network's fine. We're gonna go with we'll go with Max Wattage's recommendation today. Is all falling apart, but that's okay. We're gonna put some distance between us and Clonk so that he forgets who I am. Because I think we've been in his peripherals too much. I feel like he's not getting the image of me that I want. Hi Tina, bye Tina. Hi Tina, bye Tina. He's kind of forgetting. That's good. That's good. That's good. And we can reshape our image, you know, be a little more professional or something. Good, good, good. Alrighty. We will be back tomorrow for some more development and yapping. Honestly, I don't really have much planned tomorrow. Hopefully that changes between now and then. We'll see. Saturday is Sippy Saturday, and Sunday I want to do the lecture. I think it'll be fun. It might be shit, but either way, we'll have a good time. And other than that, I hope everyone has a lovely, lovely Thursday. Bye-bye. Mostly unprofessional. Go fuck yourself.